from now, they're going to be talking about this era. The giants that made a decision at this event. How many of you guys believe that in your core that you're one of those giants that's going to make history? See, that's everything. That's everything. How you feel, how you believe, but you'll never believe if you don't take action. All this knowledge that you got, how many of you guys are encouraged, are fired up to conquer the world? How many of you guys know that? Well, all that means nothing if you don't take action. See, the level of your commitment will determine the level of your success. How committed are you going to be from here on? See, you got to have some priorities. You got to make this a priority that for the man, you know you've been there, like that you said, man, this is my time, and then you get distracted. You've watched every series on Netflix, and you still don't got your series license. But you want to win. See, you got to make some decisions that enough's enough. You need to eliminate and destroy anything or anybody getting in your way of winning. You got to make a decision. How bad do you really want this? I was talking at lunch with a bunch of winners. And they're like, Mario, what does it take? We know you hang around people that are very successful outside of the business and even inside the business. What's the difference? I'm like, the biggest difference I see, and they see like, Mario, we're successful. We might have more money than you, but we don't have the impact you have. I want that. You know, one of my friends, he's a billionaire. You know, and he's laughing. He's like, it's funny how they say Primerica is a pyramid. He's like, I'm a real pyramid. I own corporate, I own businesses. No matter how hard they work, they'll never be at my level. They'll never make close to what I make. I might give them bonuses, I might give them pay raises, but there's no way. And if when I die, guess what? It goes to my kids. They'll never be me. I run a pyramid. Corporate America, he's like, I have a real pyramid. That's hilarious. He's like, don't you make more money than your upline? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that will never happen in my company. And they call us the pyramid. They don't understand what they're a part of. See, guys, you got to stand for something. You got to know that this is the greatest opportunity in the world. I've been blessed with amazing businesses. They passed the baton. And they said, Mario, take this over. And I'm grateful. Unbelievable. But guys, I want you to understand, I've talked to some of these friends, and they said, Mario, some of them that still have it in them. Not because of age, like, I miss it. There's nothing like it. Guys, this is the greatest business in the world. Not only can you make a lot of income, but you make a lot of impact. And I want you to realize what you have in your hands. I don't want you to take this for granted, but you'll never be big if you, look, everyone's trying to find the secret. What's the secret? What's the secret? I know they're doing something different. If you've seen Abby's schedule and how many appointments she does, if you see Andy's schedule on how many appointments they have, you're like, there's no secret. You might even have better closing ratios than them. Like, what? I'm better, but their work ethic's better. Their focus is better. Their commitment is better. See, guys, there's no secret. It's hard work. And my friends that are successful, and people that are successful, it's the same thing. They don't have a Monday through Friday mindset. They have 90 days straight, 6 months straight, a year straight, 2 years straight of no days off, whatever it takes. Some of you guys, well, it's not worth it. That's fine with you. That's good for you. That's awesome. But for me, I associate pain not with working. I associate pain with being mediocre. I associate pain for taking my parents for granted. I associate pain for taking this country for granted. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be mediocre. God has blessed me with health, with this amazing opportunity, with leaders. I associate with pain while letting God down. See, what are you associating pain with? Working? Getting after it? You'll never be big. You gotta pick your pain where you're gonna point the direction at. Do you guys follow me here? See, sometimes The worst thing that happened to you can be the best thing that ever happened to you. It's how you respond. Do you guys follow me here? How many of you guys have ever had a situation that was supposed to destroy you, but it actually made you better? Raise your hand. What if you look at every situation in your life, how can I grow from this? How can I be an example here? What if they're writing a book about me right now? What if they're writing a movie right now? How would they respond to inspire the masses? And if you respond that way, you're going to have those results. See, guys, I want to share something with you. My goal was just to make enough money, Noah, that in the beginning, I wish I can tell you, oh, I just want to help my parents. I wish I can tell you that, like, man, I just want to save the whales and do good. That was not my goal. My goal back then, the Hummers, like the new Hummers came out, like, whoa, with this, I can make enough money that I can buy a Hummer. Dude, if I get that Hummer, I can make, like, if I make $100,000 a year, I can get a Hummer, I can get a house, and I can get all the girls. Whew! That was my motivation. I was a teenager. And then I sat down with my mama, and I seen my mom cry across the kitchen table and broke down and said, I might be getting my second divorce. Me and your stepdad, we're not seeing eye to eye. We're living in different rooms. I'm like, what? We might lose the house. There was this program called SMART when I joined the business that we used to do loans. We did that for my mom. We got my mom get out of debt. We helped my mom save her marriage. Guys, we put money away so she can get out of debt, so she can invest money for her future. See, that's what I'm like, wow. I joined for me, but then I didn't notice the impact I was making in people's lives. And it was different. In the beginning, people would tell me no because they can smell commission breath. Like, damn, this guy just wants to sell. You guys can feel when someone's just trying to close you, right? Then people started saying yes when they seen how much I cared. That I love this thing. I would do it for free. And I would tell people this. I'm like, dude, I would do this for free. My mom, I saved my mom's marriage. I got my mom out of debt. I love this company. Let me give you this information. People are like, wow, you need to talk to my brother. You need to talk to my sister. You need to talk to my kids. See, a young group was talking to me, man, well, what would you do if you're my age? I'm like, your age is a disadvantage right now. You're 18, you're 19 years of age, you're 20. You're in a disadvantage. That's not what they wanted to hear. I'm going to tell them the truth. You're a disadvantage. Who's going to believe this punk kid about finances? But you can turn your disadvantage into an advantage if you get really darn good at this thing. You guys follow me here? That you become a pro, that you outwork everybody. See, but today's society makes it okay to be mediocre. Can I be real with you guys? Can I be 100% with you guys? I want you to understand this. That as a man, I'm going to address the men in here. Because I can talk for myself. There's a lot of men that might look like men, but they act like little boys. I've never heard my father say, hey, I don't feel good today. I'm feeling kind of sad. I'm not going to go into work. Like, that is not a man. That's like little boy stuff. I'm not feeling it. I'm not going to go to work. I remember my dad being sick. Both of my dads, because I have my biological dad and my stepdad. And they would hide that they were sick for they won't send them home because they had to provide for their family. See, to me, that's a real man. See, as a father, I know my role as a father, as a man, what I need to do for my family. Number one is to provide for my family. But how am I going to provide if I don't work? How are you going to provide, men, if you're not working? Number two, I need to protect. How am I going to protect my family if I'm weak mentally? How am I going to protect my family if I'm not strong physically? Men, we need to get in the gym. We need to read books. We need to listen to audios. You guys follow me here? Number three, it's my job to give identity to my children, to my wife, on who they are. I don't treat my boys like boys. I treat them like young men. Because they will be men much longer than they'll be boys. Mama can nurture them. Dad shows them how it is. See, they don't play around with me. They know they can get pushed back to mama, but once dad steps in the room, boom, like drill sergeants. Because they know, I don't play. There's this young man, his name is Michael. Unfortunately lost his dad last year. Same age as little Mario, 11 years old, and he lost his dad. And the kid's lost. He pushes back with his mom, and I say, hey, do you mind? Do you mind if I tell him, hey, I'm like his second father, like if I step in, like I'm his father, she's like, do it. Now, Michael, at first he was rebelling, like, hey, Michael, I got permission, I can whip your butt. I don't play around. This little white kid's scared, like, oh my God, Mom, Coach Mario, because I helped him a bit, like, Coach Mario said he'll whip my butt. It's like, yes, and I told him yes. Like, Mom, you don't even hit me. Like, hey, when you're there, there's rules. Dude, Michael is disciplined. Man, Michael, I don't even finish my sentence. Like, come on, guys, let's do it. He ain't gonna get his butt whooped. He believes it. Guys, I'm telling you, our kids need that direction. What's wrong with America is men not being men. It's time to man up. It's time to fight for our country. Like never before. It's time to stand up for what's right. Yes or no? And you know what? I'm talking about women are forced to be strong. Women are, man, stronger than ever before. I'm serious. I see it. I applaud you. And you know what? Why they have to do that a lot? Because they have no choice. I'm just being real with you. Franny chooses to lead with me, but she don't have to. So I did this. And that was my goal. That was my dream. And I'm not like, oh, what? No, I have amazing women leaders in our team. I applaud. Like, you know how much I talk about Abby and Jessica and our amazing women leaders. Like, I'm so darn proud of them. I'm not saying it's a man's world. You heard Jessica like, heck no, right? I love women empowerment. I'm not talking about that. But a lot of this is happening because the weakness in our men, and I'm challenging you to step up. I'm challenging you to man up, and you've got what it takes. I promise you. How do you do that? Being around these events. Being around leaders like Jimmy Meyer. Is he unfreaking real or what, guys? Unbelievable. Man, being around a man like Andy Armstead. Did he do a phenomenal job? Give it up for Andy Armstead. Jerry Fire. Man, unreal. Those men inspire me to be better. Man, every time I hear John Lavin, like, dude, his brain is unbelievable, right, guys? Being around that, you're going to want to be more successful. That's why that we all heard of. How many of you guys really believe that saying that you are who you hang around with? Raise your hand if you believe that. Then why the heck are you still hanging around people you don't want to be like? It's decisions. Guys, look, I'm sorry, but if you're a loser, I'm not hanging around with. I'll be nice to you. I'll shake your hand. I'll take a picture. But I don't want you around me. It bothers me. It bothers me. I don't like that victim mentality. People tell me, how do I get closer to you, coach? I want you to mentor me more. I might be a winner. Winners like to hang around what? Winners. Right? Guys, that's what it is. So look, I'm gonna fly through this. I want you to understand, and maybe I should have started with this. Some of you guys are brand new, like, damn, I don't know if I like that guy. Hey, I'm your medicine. You might not like me, but at the end of the day, I'm better for you. Someone needs to tell you the truth. Someone needs to wake you up that you have more inside you. Yes or no? And guys, I want you to understand. See, my goal was never, to be the youngest $1 million earner, all that stuff. Never. That happened in the process. I started hanging around these meetings, and my belief level went up and up and up and up. And it's crazy. Now I'm thinking, like, you know what? I can make $1 million a month in this company. I can make $1 million a week in this company. Why not? And I'm like, well, it's not all about money. You have not been to these poor countries. You live in a little bubble, that's why. That's why you say that selfish thing. I think being poor is being super selfish. When I was poor, I was the angriest. When I was poor, I couldn't help my mama. When I was poor, I couldn't help the homeless. When I was poor, I couldn't help the church. You want to be selfish? Keep being poor. You have no, I'm serious. Like, guys, if money was so bad and so evil, Think about this. They say, oh, the root of all evil is money. Think about this. They say that wrong, by the way. If it was so evil, why every Sunday, tomorrow, they're like, hey guys, pass down evil down the red lines, right? Be generous, more than 10%. God will bless you more. Pass it down. Why would they ask for that? Money's a tool. You guys follow me here? I want you to understand, look at this, guys. We have $24 billion in life insurance in force. Look what has happened. $500 million under management. It's crazy. Over $127 million in death claims that we have delivered to families out there, to widows. This is a big deal. Guys, I want you to understand the power of this thing. I was a kid that used to live in a van. They told my mom when she found out she was pregnant at 15 years of age, said, Mary Lou, you should get an abortion. Wow. That's your right, Mary Lou. That's your right as a woman. You can do that. You have the right, and you should, Mary Lou. You know, that's not a good idea, Mary Lou. That's not a good idea. A good plan would be to abort him or give him up for adoption. They said that was a good plan. But there's a big difference between a good plan and a God plan. Imagine my mom exercised that. I have impacted hundreds of thousands of people's lives. And I don't say that in an arrogant way. It's all because of the grace of God. I am nothing without him. I'm not embarrassed to say it. Guys, you can see me, but I'm nothing without the grace of God. I'm nothing without my wife. I'm nothing without my team and this amazing opportunity. And I want you to understand this, guys. This is super important. I used to work at a flea market. How many guys ever went to a flea market or a swamp meet before, right? Look at this, guys. Everything you can point at why I was not supposed to be successful was there. My dad was in jail. My mom had me as a teenager. My parents got a divorce. I seen my dad get arrested and go to jail. Think about this, guys. I was a wannabe gangster, right, guys, growing up. Why? I wanted to belong. And I would get tired of getting bullied, and these gangsters told me, hey, if you join our gang, no one will ever bully you. So I joined. I got kicked out of 4 middle schools. I was so bad at school, they put me in special ed classes. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, God, why do you hate me so much? I remember as a kid crying to God, like, God, I know you exist, but why do you hate me so much? Why'd you take away my father from me? He's my hero. Why are we so poor? And I'm short, but come on, God, give me something. And then I'm like, damn, man, I'm dumb. I gotta get a reader spell. This is crap. What's wrong with me? As a kid, I had suicidal thoughts. I thought I didn't believe it. I didn't belong in this world. And a teacher changed my life. Man. This man, after school, he's like, hey Mario, I need you to talk to you after class. I'm like, oh, damn, I'm in trouble. I was just used to, I'm like, what do I do, Mr. Forney? Like, and he's like, son, why are you in my class? I'm like, oh, because I have a learning disability. He's like, who told you that? I'm like, well, you can talk to my mom, and the doctor diagnosed me, and I'm supposed to take these pills, but I don't take them because it makes me all weird. And he's like, son, you don't have a learning disability. You have an effort disability. You don't even try. And he was right. Why try? I never tried because I'm like, dude, I suck at it. Why even try? He's like, dude, look, if you stay after class, I'll teach you. I'll show you how to read. I'll show you how to spell. You can do this. And he changed my life. He took me from having a fixed mindset. My mom would say this and she didn't know. My grandmother that would give her life for me. She didn't know my dad. They would say like, oh, Mario, he has a good heart, but school's just not for him. It would engrave in my head. He's just, he's not like the smartest kid, but Johnny, he's really good at, this guy's smart at school, he's amazing. I would hear that. I'm playing my video games or doing something, and I would hear that, and I would engrave in my head that I wasn't good enough. And I believed that. And just how you can reprogram your head to think negatively, guys, with the right coaches, you can rewire your thinking. That's why being part of these events are everything. Guys, I want you to understand this. Look at this. I remember winning my first trip to Hawaii, and my dad pushed me into the company, didn't even give me a choice, and I'm going to speed up just because of time, and I got to take my dad on his very first vacation to Hawaii. And guys, you have no idea how amazing that is. How many guys would love to go to the next company trip, everything paid for? How many guys would love that, right? Well, guys, right now it's convention season, but at convention, you can build so much momentum. They're going to announce a new company trip. How cool would it be to be able to take your father there, your mother there, the people that paid the price for it? Wouldn't that be pretty awesome? And guys, look, I got to take my dad to Hawaii. It was unfreaking real. Guys, my dad's never told me he was proud of me. He had nothing to say that he was proud of me about. But being in this trip, he had his little flip phone. He's recording whatever he can, sending it to his friends, sending it to his family. Just so darn proud. Guys, I remember that day like it was yesterday. Dad, I remember my dad tearing up, Dad. He was just so darn proud of me. He's like, son, I can't even explain. And he got teary-eyed and he started crying. He's like, son, I'm so proud of you. Guys, they could have offered me $1 million for that moment. I'll take that moment any day. See, guys, this company gives you a shot that you can say reset. Just like when you get saved. You know what? Your past does not matter no more. It's what you do from here on. How many of you guys are ready to reset with me and live the greatest days of your life? See, I got to do cool stuff with my mom and my stepdad. Guys, it's the coolest thing. My mom stayed in the hood, so she married a gangster. Look at this guy. Right, guys? Anyone that's a stepfather or stepmother, you have no idea. This guy was in gangs, always hanging out with gangsters around the house. He's seen that I was dressing like him, talking like him. He stopped associating with all of them. He's like, you're not going to be like me. I just want to be like you, Dad. No way. This man changed my life. And I got to take him to Puerto Rico. He never smiles in pictures, but I got him right there with my son, right, guys? I love this picture. I can't wait I'm going to give him this picture. I'm going to give him this picture, and I know it's kind of silly, but my dad's old school. He likes I'm actually buying a 64 Impala for him, so I'll post it on social media. But I'm going to give him this picture with a 64 Impala. It's $130,000. Damn, for an old car, right? But dude, that's his dream car. So I'm going to be giving him that with this picture, and just how much he impacted my life. If you're a step parent here, you have no idea the impact you can have in someone's life. We're just a bunch of kids. It's just crazy what a dream. And I want to show you this, guys. Look, our first 6 years, we made $600,000. Our next 6 years, we made $6.6 million. How did that happen? Because of this. This business is like a rocket ship. In the beginning, 90% of this fuel is being burnt. You guys follow me? It's boom. You're going through it. Interviews, recruitings, no-shows. People making fun of you about this business. How many of you guys have ever been there before? Yes or no? Man, in the beginning, it was tough. I remember my auntie making fun of me, saying, you're in one of those, that Primerica deal? She had no clue. She's like, that's for illegal immigrants. She had no idea. Clueless, they have to get a license. They have to have a permit to wear, son, you wouldn't do something like that. There's no get rich quick, go get a job, do this, and clown me in front of the family. I had appointments with families. She would call him, don't do an appointment with Junior. He's in a pyramid. He's in a scam. A couple years later, she called me bragging. You're not going to, they don't believe I'm your aunt. I have some people over, they don't believe it. Can I FaceTime you to show? And the people freaked out. Oh my God, Mario Arrizon, you're my hero, blah, 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 in front of her. I was like, Thank you, God, you're so good. Oh my God, you're so unbelievable. I didn't have to do that. And God knows your heart. You know why you're not winning? Because your heart's not good yet. Because God doesn't like ugly. And if I would have won right away, I would have thought it was me. And I would have probably forgot about him. I would have been an arrogant punk. I got humbled in the beginning. Bad. And I remember that all my blessings come from him. And guys, I'm telling you, look, sometimes you don't win right away because you can get arrogant. I'm glad I got humbled in the beginning, so I never forget. And I'm super grateful for my coaches and my mentors that changed everything for me. But I want you to know this. She was there, bragging and everything. She wouldn't give my little brothers an appointment that they all joined the business. Wouldn't do like, no, Junior's making it, but that's not for you. Told my whole family. It discouraged even some of my family, even though I made it, still to do that. Can you believe she bought a life insurance policy from another agent, not from us? And she called bragging about it. I'm like, good for you, Auntie. At least you have the best insurance. Awesome. God bless you. Good. Can you give me some tips? No, you got an agent, girl. Boom. Right? Like, no. I can only take so much, right, guys? I'm doing that too. It's going to happen. I want you to understand this. That this business is a lot like jumping in the ring of boxing. Think about this, guys. When you jump into the ring of boxing, you're gonna get hit, yes or no? Yes. Guys, you're gonna get a jab in there, you might get a hook in there, even an uppercut that you didn't see, and unfortunately, sometimes you're gonna get some low blows. You're gonna get hit beneath the belt, yes or no? Yes. And when you're fighting, guys, sometimes you're gonna get rocked, like, oh dang. Sometimes you're gonna get knocked down, yes? But then you go to your corner. And you sit there, and your coaches, you know what they do? They coach you. There's some coaches that will tell you, hey, throw in the towel. Hey, this is too much for you. You already tried your best, throw in your towel. The right coaches, they'll tell you, throw in your heart. Throw in everything you got. Remember why you jumped in the ring in the first place. And see, this is what I'm going to ask you. When things are not going right in your marriage, who's in your corner? See, when things weren't going right in my marriage with Franny, thank God I went to Susan and on a carry-on, and they said like, oh no, you want to throw in the towel for that, chump? Like, come on, I mean, champ. I'm like, oh, what the hell? I caught that, right? And she's like, no. Decision. You got to make sure you have the right people on your corner. Yes or no? That's the problem. When things don't go right in your business, you're going back to that negative friend. I told you that thing doesn't work. And you wonder why you fail. Because who's in your corner? Who's the loudest voice? You gotta make sure you pick the right people that when things don't go right, just in life, in marriage, is everything gonna be perfect? What about in parenting? What about in business? Who do you have in your corner? See, guys, this is super important. I'm going to you guys to make the right decisions. And guys, this business, if you're winning, it's because you have, and I want you to say this, okay? What's on the screen? It's because you have what? Momentum. Guys, if you're winning, it's because you have momentum. If you're losing, it's because you have lack of what? Momentum. That's it. Guys, how do you create momentum? Being consistent. And when, man, you get tired or you're trying to throw in the towel, you go back to your corner, your coaches recharge you again, and you get going. It's crazy. If your phone's dying, what do? You plug it in. For it can what? Charge. You know what happens if your dreams are dying here? You do the opposite. You unplug. Oh, coach, I'm not going to show up to this fast start school, but I'm not quitting. You're quitting. You gotta plug in. You gotta be committed. You guys follow me here? And I want you to understand this. And I've done this illustration, but I want you to know the power of vision. I want everybody to stand up. Everybody to stand up, please. And I want everyone to have at least one arm distance away from each other if you can. If that's possible. I know some of the stands, but we can spread out. At least one arm distance. So, this is what I want you to do. I want you to pay attention to me. I don't know if I can get up here for you guys can see me a little bit more. I'm not short, I'm down to earth, okay? There's a difference, right? Don't hate on me because I'm down to earth and you're not, okay? So look at this. So get your right fist, go like this, everybody. And you can even show this to your children, to your team. I do this with my kids' team, and I teach them this. This is super important. I want you to have something that you can teach people, that you can bring back home and show them the power of vision. So get your hand like this, right? A fist apart, so your feet, but make sure they're straight, and make sure they're a fist apart. You guys follow me? Now do not move your feet. Do not move your feet. But your same right hand, I want you to point straight ahead. This is super important. Even if you've done this exercise, be coachable. Repetition is super important, right? So look at this. I want you to do this. I want you, not this way, not towards your left, but this way, not yet. Hold on one second. Be coachable. I want you to see how far you can go. Go and remember that spot. You see that? Remember that spot and come back. Got it? Put your hands down. Visualize. This next time, I want you to do it in your head. I want you to do it in your head, but I want you to go 30% further than you did the first time. Close your eyes, do it in your head. Don't move your body. Don't move your body or your hands. Just do it in your head. Open your eyes when you're done. In your head, not in your body. Yep, see you up there, bro. No, here you go. All right. The second time, I want you to act as if, don't move your body, I just want your head. You see how an owl turns his head 360 degrees? I want you to visualize that you're going like, but I'm moving your feet and coming back. In your head. 3, 2, 1, close your eyes and do it. In your head. Once you're done, open your eyes. All right? Now for this next one, are you guys ready? Yeah. I want you to point straight ahead, and I want to see how much further you can go. Go. Whoa. Whoa. Start clapping if you went a lot further. See what I just did right now? I asked you to do it as far as you can, yes or no? Yes. And in your head, that was your limit. Right? But with the right coaching, with the right vision, how many of you guys went a lot further? Raise your hand. See, I just proved to you have a lot more in you. And if you apply what you were taught this weekend, there's no limit. The greatest version of yourself has yet to be seen. The greatest days of your life have yet to be seen. How many of you guys received that? How many of you guys believe that? In here, you are a leader. Say, I'm a leader. I'm a leader. Say it like you mean it. I'm a leader. One more time. I'm a leader. And leaders don't quit, they recommit. Leaders have vision. And guys, I'm going to challenge you to be the leader of your business, be the leader of your home, be the leader of your community. I'm going to challenge you. But how do you do that? By being an example first. Yes. See, I'm so proud of Andy and Brittany. Guys, Andy's down like 80 pounds. Look. Once Andy's down to the weight he wants to be, he's going to be an inspiration to anybody that wants to lose weight. Like, hey, Andy, what's the secret? Why? Because he did it. You guys follow me here. Imagine Andy was giving advice when he's overweight. Like, hey, guys, like you should do this. And they're like, bro, I ain't listening to you. Right? Now they're listening. See, I'm going to challenge you to be that person. If your family's doing that to you, by the way, if they're knocking you, they're making fun of you, use it as fuel. That's motivation. Don't say anything, just get your butt to work. That's fuel to your fire so you can get your butt to work. And I challenge you guys to be that person. And you know what's the most beautiful thing in the world? I got a chance to help my wife's parents retire, both of them. I got a chance to retire my mama. I got a chance to give my, like, I can show, I'm building a dream house. Go to Instagram, I'm building literally a resort at my house. It's crazy, right? This is crazy. But you know what I'm most proud of? What I can bless my parents with. Man, I can't describe how good it feels to be every time I see my grandma and I carry a stack of hundreds. I'm like, Grandma, here, and I put a stack of hundreds, thousands of dollars in her pocket. She's like, oh my God, we go, no, that's a lot of money. Are you sure? She's like,